We are talking Hydra today, and I have a super easy Hydra team, very accessible, super excited to share it, and some really important Hydra information as well. Let's go. What's up, guys? MtgJedi here, and I have a sweet new Hydra build for you guys today. The gear, the champions are very accessible, but before we jump into that, I want to talk about the Hydra chests for a minute. Number one, we know the rewards got buffed in there. They are better than you think they are, okay? They're definitely better. That clan gold is a valuable resource with which you can purchase all different sorts of amazing things. But let me point something out to you here. For getting the max chest on normal, we get the warrior chest. If we took a look at hard, you have to get the max chest on hard in order to get a better chest than the max chest on normal. Okay? Now, if we take a look at brutal, you're getting the same chest as max on normal here for the first two chests on brutal. And then if you get more than that, then you're getting a better chest on brutal. Like, that is some mind-blowing information that I just figured out. Look at this +4 Lanicus Fox. Jeez. I think he ran this team accidentally on the wrong boss. I'm gonna have to ask him about that. That is too good of a team for normal. But anyway, we are going to be running normal today because now it is more accessible than ever. So when you're coming in here to Hydra, especially normal, the main thing you need on normal is survivability and damage, those two things. And so when I'm looking for champions to run in Hydra, I usually want at least one reviver, I want at least one healer, I want 2 damage dealers, and then I want 2 debuffers or specialty champions, okay? Now, I don't have anybody in here who's going to be provoking the cleanse head, so we'll just get those buffs cleansed off and we'll deal with that normally. I didn't want to put a specific provoker in here. We're not going to use Umbral's provoke. That's a terrible idea, even though she does have that ability. But what we are going to do is use Deliana as a damage dealer and a healer. She's going to do both roles for us. I'm not sure we actually need old Hermit Jorg in here, so this could be replaced with any champion that you'd like. You know, maybe another damage dealer, maybe a better or different decreased defense weakened champion, or you could put a provoker in that spot. I do like the 2 revives from Scylla the Drakes and Old Hermit Jorg. I'm getting all of these. There was like a bug flying around, so now I got the like, but Cesia was a guaranteed legendary champion, so a lot of us should have her. We have Shamail for the cleanses. This could be a Veil champion if you don't have Shamail, or you just get feared and then fight through it, okay? Block buffs from Umbral is going to be super helpful here as well. Let's jump in. Let's see how much damage our newest login champion can do as our main damage dealer here. Let's see. We will compare her with Cesia. We should be able to 1-key normal with this as long as the RNG goes our way. And I'm pretty excited to share this with you. Now, anytime you have Shamail in your team and you have the Fearhead, you are going to want to target the Torment Head, the Fearhead over here in the middle. Okay. Now, the nice thing about Deliana is that she is going to do that AoE. We have enough that I don't need to waste the block buffs. We want the Cleanse Head to cleanse everything off so that then we can put on our debuffs once both of these are on cooldown. Also, if you get the Cleanse Head to put the life barrier thing here, then he'll survive longer, and that is great for you as well. You want him to survive as long as possible. Okay, he did not do the AoE cleanse there. That is unfortunate, but that is okay. He will do that as his next move, and then we'll just do our then we'll do all of our abilities after that. Okay. We can get a chance for HP burns from Old Hermit Jorg. He's a really, really good champion. They do get buffs up here, so we'll wait for our block buffs for maybe the next time, so we can get that blocked. But that should be fine as well. Now, after he takes his turn, then we're going to start doing our main abilities. All right, and we've already fought through that life barrier there, which is great. We have yet to actually need the A3 on Deliana, and I don't think I'm planning to use her A2. All right, there we are cleansed. Perfect. All right, so now we're going to keep targeting here, and by targeting here, that boosts the turn meter on Deliana. We'll go ahead and put block buffs here, I suppose. It's an AoE. Hopefully she'll cycle back around to that before these cooldowns come off. Do we need heals? Not really, but we'll go ahead and do it anyway. It's some good hits. Good hits. We'll go ahead and Sill AoE as well. All this AoE damage with War Master is going to add up to a lot of damage. And actually, block buffs ended up being very helpful there. So, with Cesia, we want to do her HP burn first. We did not get the extra turn. That's okay. She can do it next turn. And then we will continue to A1 with Deliana. Now, she's pretty tanky, okay? I have damage built on her, but most of her damage is going to come from War Master. But we're going to see how much damage she can actually do, because she's consistently hitting that AoE damage. Consistently. Let's boost and increase attack. Let's A1, continue to target the Fearhead. A1. We are getting some weak hits. That does not matter. You can see those War Master procs going to be helping us out tremendously as well. If you don't have Inquisitor Shamail, highly recommend that. Watch this damage here. Wonderful damage from Cesia like that, ticking those HP burns. That's really great. Continued A1. And then in a minute here, we're going to blow up this Torment Head. So for our next set of abilities, what we want to do is we want to save all those things that we just did until we have a stub. Okay, until we cut off a head here. And then we want to try to do that again, and that will give us a lot more damage. Now, we are about to get Deliana eaten, and then we'll have to free her. So we can combine the stub damage. Now that head is chopped off. We're going to continue to attack that as much as possible. We get decreased speed there. And she's about to get eaten, but hopefully we'll have Cecia's abilities back off cooldown. And then we can clear her really quickly. Let's go ahead and do her A3 here, get some good damage. Okay, we have this over here. So let's go ahead and AoE. All right. We'll go ahead and triple hit here. Good. Let's see if we can get the HP burn there. We didn't get it, but we got damage. Okay, we have block buffs. Go ahead and target here. Well, we don't have her things off cooldown. We'll go ahead and do the block buffs again. And now we have the Fear Head back. If you get a different head, restart your run. Restart your run. Because now we're going to start getting our turn meter boosted on our second damage dealer. And that's exactly what you want to do. Okay, you want your 2 damage dealers in those first 2 slots, so that when the first one gets eaten, you have the ability to have your second damage dealer be the turn meter continuously boosting here, right? Now, if we put some other champions in here, could we get more damage? Oh yes, very easily, very easily. But I also think that this is still an easy 1 key, okay? And what I wanted to do was come in and show you like how little the requirements are. Like if you have an endgame account and you're not hitting normal, just put a hardcore team in here and just let it hit auto. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to do a manual run. You can hit auto and whatever you get, you get. You know what I mean? Shout out to some people in my Twitch who need a little nudge for Hydra. maybe some people who I just did a 3v3 takeover for, if you're watching, my dude, like, just hit auto on your keys, okay? It's better to use your keys and fail, right? Then you'll be in the same spot. But probably you'll use your keys and be successful, you know what I mean? So we don't have anybody targeted right now. Syl is the one who's going to be targeted next. Great damage here on Cesia. We are over halfway. We want to get to 7 million just to be sure that we're hitting our damage minimums. And now we got good damage on all 3 different heads here. And we're going to keep targeting the fear head. Keep targeting the fear head over and over and over again. Target the fear head. And that's how we keep boosting our turn meters. You can see here, we weren't really ever in trouble with damage. We weren't really ever in trouble here needing revives. So that old Hermit Jorg spot, that could be anybody. That could be anybody. We certainly did not need him. But the turn meter boost is great. The increased attack is great. Go ahead in here and put the block buffs back up again. Our timing on the block buffs might not be great, but you can see we've already decapitated again, okay? Now let's go ahead and hit big here. Great. Let's target here again. Okay, we got some damage there. Let's target here. If we had a more consistent decreased defense, that would be helpful. Like, I thought about putting Deacon in place of Jorg. I think that would have been a good idea. Deacon will be a very consistent decreased defense. He cycles through his abilities really quickly. But you can see we do have decreased defense from Cesia sometimes. We have decreased defense and weaken from Cesia sometimes. And that is very good. Continue to A1. Now, here we go. All right, there is the HP burns. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to A1 here. Old Hermit Jorg does not have masteries. Everyone else does have masteries. Let's go ahead and do this. And then Cesia is hopefully going to get her turn in here before the head comes back. I don't know. Not looking good. But we're already at 4.6. Now we have another champion who's eaten, and the fear head comes back. Okay. Well, we didn't quite get her abilities in there. That's all right. But she will be able to put up decreased defense and weaken on some people here, as well as getting some good AoE damage over here. I'm going to see if I can hit there. Didn't get it. So let's continue to A1. Boost our turn meter. And you can see we're just going to repeat this cycle over and over again. Yep, this looks great. We are about to get the life barrier on someone. Hope he's going to put it on himself. To ensure that, I'm going to target over here. Make sure that he puts that life barrier on. No, he put it on over there. Valerium, you got to fix that. That is the worst. Now, who is that? Scylla the Drakes? Sheesh. We might be able to get our damage here without that, without her, but she's almost certainly going to get eaten. Almost certainly going to get eaten. I don't think I have enough damage to free her with that life barrier there. Let's try. Okay, we did get it, but it didn't really help. Okay, Shamail's dead. Let's revive him. The second reviver coming in handy here. Let's go ahead and do that big AoE heal. And now she's going to get eaten. There she goes. Well, we lost Scylla the Drakes to the Hydra combos. If we had provoked over here, that wouldn't be an option. So I'm pretty salty about it, but it is still fine. I think that we'll still hit our damage that we need. And then we'll lock in our key. You know, you don't. Well, crap. I mistimed the abilities, but that's okay. We don't have the healing from Scylla the Drakes, and this guy's probably about to be back to full health, is my guess. So we just need to get in our damage. We need to get over that 6.6 mark. Go ahead here. Okay. Let's keep A1ing. You can see she is still full health. Full health. Kill that head. No, we didn't get him. Okay, okay. One more AoE and we would get it. I'm actually going to try to pop the life barrier. Didn't get it. So you see he's at full health now. I don't think that really matters, but it is a little unfortunate. Let's see if we can kill that head now. Okay, great. So now any AoE damage will go on the stub. Yeah, I'm just going to keep targeting this head so that we can boost the turn meter on Deliana. Most importantly, I want to know what you think about this team. You can tell we were only in here for less than 15 minutes. We didn't really need to restart anything. We might have been able to do this on full auto. I'm not sure. I don't like to risk the full auto on my champions, you know, for my keys. I don't like to risk it. So I would prefer to just manual it, and then I know exactly what's going to happen. But some of you want that full auto. If it was possible to do full auto, I would do it. Looks like Jorg's going to die. I don't know what else to do about that. We're going to try to target over here, but we've got our damage, so we're good to go. I want to make sure that we're good to go, but we're good to go. Okay, we got the HP burn there. That was nice. Okay, let's continue to A1. Cesia, can we get the HP burns up, please? Okay, in my practice runs, I got all the HP burns up every time. This is not one of those times. Not one of those times. Well, that's all right. You know, that's all right. Can we free our champion here? We've got the minimum damage, so that's great. We got the ally protect. That's not great. And we are eaten. So, oh well. This is a terrible RNG for this run. Old Hermit Jorg, our reviver, is dead because our other champions are more tanky. But we do have the minimum damage necessary. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change my mentality. I am going to just try to get as much damage in here as possible. And eventually here in another minute or two, we are going to die because Inquisitor Shamail is going to get eaten and we're not going to be able to free him. We're going to be feared. We're not going to have any healing. Well, we have a little bit left from Deliana, but not a lot. She is not booked, by the way. We do have Cesia booked. I think everyone's booked except Deliana. Right? And so we'll just get the last little bits of damage in here that we can. And we should be good to go. Okay? Even with the bad RNG, we still one-keyed very easily. We would probably be at double this if our RNG had gone better. But now we're coming to the end of the key here. We're going to be feared. We're going to put the HP burns on. And we're just running out of steam, you know? When you get one champion removed from your team, then that's about it. You know what I mean? One champion removed from your team, and then you're in a bad spot. We're not even going to get another turn here, are we? No, we are not. They just boom, boom, boom. And then we skip because of the fear. And 7.93 million on normal Hydra. So very easy one key. Deliana and Cesia did almost the same amount of damage. And then Inquisitor Shamail doing about half of that. A little bit of damage on all of these other champions as well. Let's take a look at the builds. And I will show you the sweet build on Deliana. I built her for damage. I put a little bit of accuracy on her. She'll get some more accuracy based on her passive. But yes, I built her for damage. She's decently built for damage. The Cesia does have lifesteal from the Doom Tower on her. And she has accuracy, she has survivability, a little bit of damage. Mostly her damage is coming from the HP burns. I love my Scylla the Drakes. All broken sets. Perfect example of great stats from broken sets. And we have Inquisitor Shamail. This one is in Toxic. If you're going for damage, I like the Toxic build. So that's definitely an option, but I also like other builds for him as well. We already, did we show this build already? No, I don't think so. So we have Umbral and Lifesteal as well. And you can tell that those Lifesteal sets really helping top us off because we have the same type of stats on Jorg, but he was the lowest health. But there's his stats as well. So, nothing crazy. We have War Master, we have Giant Slayer, we have War Master, we have Giant Slayer, and we have War Master. Okay, so those masteries are helping us get a lot of damage as well. What do you think about this sweet Hydra build? I personally love it. I think it's a very, very easy, accessible team. And if not, I gave you options to replace all those champions. Let me know what you think in the comments below. How's your Hydra experience now that it's nerfed? Talk to me. Give me some feedback so I can pass that along to Polarium. And I'll see you guys in the next video.